Hello, everyone. So I'm Rashmita Patel, live from Montreal, Canada. It's my business chat. Today, I'm going to interview one of my friends from my business community. Her name is Lian, and I'm so excited to interview her because I will get to know her more. Like, what was her journey? So, she's. I'm so like thrilled to know like what was her journey. So, I'm just going to invite her. She's in the backstage. Hi, Lian.
Hi,
How are
hi,
you?
Rashida. Fine, thank you. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so Lian, I do this like I used to do before every week, but it's been I skip like few weeks because now I do live a lot. So and I couldn't find because there are a lot of people like doing interviews. So I just wanted to like thanks for accepting my invitation. I'm so
no problem.
happy. So like today, as I say, and we are going to do general business talk. Like I want
Yeah,
to encourage a lot of my followers. They have questions like like you must have also had when you started the business. So
correct.
maybe I'm going to first start with I'm going to write the question here. It's going like start with your introduction and discuss like about your why. Like we always start with a why because there is a
Yeah,
reason why you started this business, right? So I will
correct.
let you talk.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Lian. I'm living in Toronto, Canada here for 13 years. Actually, I'm a Singaporean. So I
Wow.
moved over here 13 years ago because my husband's a Canadian, immigrant here. So
Okay.
anyway, that's why I came over. And now I'm a stay-home mom of two kids. I'm not as fortunate as Rashmita. She has three, I have two. And then also, of course, also, because as in here now, I'm also a digital entrepreneur. So my wife, when I came over here, it is it's this is actually in fact this house is my mother-in-law's. It's not my husband's. It's my mother-in-law's. So when we came over here, it was only three persons because my mother-in-law, my husband, and I. And my father-in-law was in a nursing home.
Okay.
Then over the years, as it goes on, the number of people in this house grew. It really expanded a lot. First, my son, then my sister-in-law came over, then my husband's niece and nephew. So the house increased up to in time up to 11 persons. So,
Wow.
so because of that, you don't have your own space. You don't have your own privacy.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the wise is of course I hope to have my own place. So if my own privacy can do what I want. Because if it's not a house, you have no say. Okay. And then on not only that, your space as in now I have to sleep my girl. Earlier I said my boy. So it's like you're not sleeping as a couple. And they have everybody is squeezing space here and there. That's why I find I want privacy, I want space.
Mm-hmm.
And also because as you know, my another why is my children. Because my husband's the only breadwinner, so that means the budget is tight. Because I decided to stay at home is because I came over here shortly after I came over here, I got pregnant. So I didn't manage to go out and work. And here in Canada, I don't know about you, but they don't really recognize your home qualifications. Even though my Singapore university degree is worldwide recognized, they still wouldn't recognize if you have not lived here. You have not had
Mm-hmm.
any Canadian experience. And they even make you, I think they make foreigners go through to get certain certificates before they can work here. Unlike in Asia. In Asia, you have your certificate, you can just go over. If the company hires you, that's it. They usually will not demand that you have that experience over there. So because of it, I stayed at home. Set myself after my kids because if I go out and work, I will start from bottom, and the this daycare expenses is so high here in Canada. So if you work, almost all your money is dumped into the daycare. So you look after them yourself, which is
Mm-hmm.
what happened to me. But then, of course, there's the other side. It means only one income means your budget is tight. So I can't bring my children for vacations at the nearby places. I can't. Every time I have to give them certain extra activities. I could see whether I can afford it. Maybe I can only afford it for one term or things like that. And as you know, if you're always at home, you don't get your horizon doesn't get expanded. It's always very narrow. So
Yeah.
everything we see is pretty narrow. You need to be exposed so that you can grow, not just in academics, but in terms of other areas. So I was hoping, I can not only when I have this digital business, not only can I lighten my husband's burden, but I can also have more choices for my children, for my family, even for myself. Because not
Yeah.
everything I buy, I could calculate. When I used to work in Singapore, I was alone. I can just buy my things I want. Because
Yeah, no, it's the same thing, Lian. Like for me also, like even though I'm working, like but I have three daughters, and I'm telling you, I'm same like you. I have the same thinking, and I think most of the people who immigrate here,
Mm.
we have the same story. Like,
Right.
when I came here in Montreal, like I came to Montreal, we had this language barrier. They don't
Yeah.
recognize your degree, like the same thing here also.
Same, yeah.
But like, when I came, I also got married and I came, and then I went back to school. Like, I did the job, the normal job. Like, I did like job for $6. I remember my very first job here in my life. I think not, I never work in India, but my very first job here was like to make a pizza and to color the chocolates,
Mm.
and when I was working, I was asking myself, why I study? Like, I did microbiology. I finished my degree. I had my degree and I came. But I say, is there a reason I came to Canada? Like, I was like, each time I was doing it, but I was not happy at all.
Of
And
course. It's
and
like
then
you're wasting so much of your intelligence up there doing
yeah,
something
and
anybody
you are
can
like
do.
not motivated at all, like, but there are so many people they give up, but I didn't give up, Diane. I always, like, I say, what, I'm going to study whatever it takes. And I did the research. I went back to school. It was only for a year that I had to do, and
Mm.
then I gave my papers to government and I got my equivalency, and I'm so happy I did that, because
Mm.
now, after that, like after spending 1 or 2 years, I got job in my own field. I'm so happy. I'm doing for 20 years now in pharmaceutical company and in my
Oh,
own microbiology, So
oh,
it's good. Like,
congratulations.
that's it. Like, you have to you stretch yourself. You have to go for it. Like, and
Yeah.
even after this, like, Lian, even after working, I'm still struggling. I'm telling you, I have three kids, and my husband is working full time. I'm working full time. I'm still stretching every single dollar. Like, because of the high cost of living,
Yeah.
because education is so expensive, and I'm someone, like, always think that I want my daughters to study a lot. Like, they want whatever they want to become, depends, like, and I don't want them to say, okay, I don't have this budget,
Yeah.
you cannot do this. I'm open to them. I say, do whatever you want, and build your own career, because I want them to live a very good life.
Mm.
So I wanted to change that mindset, and that's the way I started this business. Like, you cannot imagine. I have never imagined myself doing any business, in my life. So
Same.
you can see I have like so many reasons, and I'm coming out my comfort zone. I'm so shy person, Lee, and I won't never come in front of camera. But you know what? Like, when you have a strong why, you want to
Yeah.
show, because your message is clear. We know our business is so nice. It's building so many dream, and I'm learning so much. Like, so that's the reason. Like, so we have our strong why, Lian. We all are in the same boat. So that's why we encourage our, like, all the people who are watching this. It's take You have to come out from the comfort zone. You have to have that, like, enough of enough. Like, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to live with, like, always thinking of money, and oh, I don't can I afford this, can I afford that? No,
Yeah.
like, you come here for a quality of life, because
Mm.
we used to do this in India. Like, I have seen my parents always like struggling. They used to work and pay for our education. Thank God I was lucky that they educated me, and I'm so happy. And but still, I don't want to continue the same tradition here in Canada. Like, I wanted to break. I say no. I want to have that financial freedom. My daughter can be proud, and they can do their own. They can have their own career. Like, so
Correct.
like, it's true. It's very important, like, to have a very strong why.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know
True.
it's not easy for you, Glenn. In Toronto, it's even worse to have a quality of life. It's so high over there. I visit. I have family over there. I can
Mhm.
imagine daycare cost is so high. Here,
Everything is going very expensive because my mother-in-law say they always say you used to be able to have one person working, the other person stay at home is a comfortable life. No longer so in Canada.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I know you guys will have no options. Like, let's say if you have two kids, if you put in the daycare, is easily you can pay one person's salary. Like, you don't want
Yeah.
to do that. If I was in Toronto, that's why I decided to stay in Montreal. Leon, I stayed in Montreal, even though I have this language barrier. I learned this language. I speak French. I'm
Yeah.
so proud. Like, I can speak different language now. You know, but because each time I visit Toronto, I say, their life is so, like, running, like, all the time. They're working, working, working. I don't want to be doing that all the time, like, so that's why I
Oh,
decided to stay
I
here.
just thought Quebec is not as run life is lower than Cat in Toronto. I didn't know that.
Yeah, in Montreal, like long time before now, you the I will say it's almost the same, but still it's quieter than well, Toronto. Like
Oh,
before the house here it was not that expensive, but over there I used to visit there, and you can hardly afford to buy one house over
oh
there.
yeah,
But
here.
here, like I remember when we bought our house, it was like for 100,000, my very first house,
Mm.
and now it's expensive, but still like the one I'm right now living, it's like I bought it like 10 years ago, but I bought it for brand new 300,000. You cannot buy anything brand new in Toronto, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
So it's like when you compare the life of living, but here obviously you have to send your kids, you have to learn this language,
yeah,
you have to face challenge, and the challenges are everywhere,
yeah.
but you can see I end up doing this business because I want to come out from this mindset that yes, I want to have this financial freedom. Even with working full time, it's not enough, Lian.
Just still tight. Yeah, over
Yeah.
here.
So I will jump to my next question. What were your fear? Like we all had fear. I can discuss after, but I will let you talk. Because when you saw this ad, or how you overcome your fear, like what was your fear? Just discuss about, so we can encourage our followers.
Actually, very frankly speaking, the first fear is, of course, is this real?
It's true.
I think everybody will see this. Is this a scam? Especially when scams are so abundant out there now, more getting more and more. So first thing is this a scam? Is
Mm-hmm.
this real? So I did my due diligence and check it out.
That's
Okay,
good.
and even though they always say, oh, well, after you attended the workshop, because I did the workshop, and then
Mm-hmm.
you pay 149 to get in to know
Mm-hmm.
more, to see whether this is truly all the details, to see how you want to work it out. The first thing I think about my mind is, people always say, oh, 149, they already told you, if you within 30 days you don't like it, money back
Yeah.
guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Very frankly speaking, I was thinking, you say money back. How do I know whether it's really money back? Because you only say.
Yeah,
Where do
that's
I
it.
have the proof that it is really money back? Right? So, but I did my calculations. I was thinking, okay, if this is a scam, the 149, or maybe a scam, or they eat that words. They say it's money back, but it's not money back. They've
Mm-hmm.
lost some no criteria, conditions, or everything, and I lose 149. Then versus, if this is real, what do I get? That was how I paid, because I was thinking, I was balancing the opportunity cost. If
Mm-hmm.
I pay 149, and this is not real, so I lose 149. But what if this is real? What do I get out of it?
Mm-hmm.
The cost is so high, I just jump in. Because being a stay-home mother, my budget is tight. I was thinking, okay, 149. Okay, I think I can still afford to lose that money if anything happens. That's when I took my money and just went in. Yeah,
It's
so that was only.
I know. Now I'm going to tell you my story. I did the same thing like Lian. I was same skeptical like you, but for me, I saw this ad a year before. There was a lady who was doing this ad. She was Indian. I ignored. I reached out to her, but when she asked me to register on her webpage, I didn't register. And and then I now I'm telling you, Lian, I'm regretting myself every single day. I say I wasted 1 year, why I didn't start it. And then after a year, when it happens, because in within 1 year, my why got so stronger that I say, you know what? When I saw again another lady's ad, I
Mhm.
say, I'm going to pay. I'm going to spend now $149. Even though it's if I lose it, doesn't matter. Even though
Yeah,
even I was skeptical. My daughter says no. My husband is skeptical. I'm telling you, he's not aligned with me. But I
same.
was like my why was so strong. I say I never invested any money on myself. I always earn.
Yeah.
But I'm going to spend that 149 once for myself, for my personal growth. And
Mm.
I did that even though I was not comfortable. I was so skeptical to do my due diligence, because if you don't do that step, you won't know what is there. So I
Correct.
did that. And then I watched this webinar. I asked them to give, I just wanted to test that 30 days money back guarantee. I asked her, can you give me refund? Can you just because I wanted to see if it's real. And she gave me right away. You cannot believe it, Lian. I got it right away in the same
I
day.
heard, I heard a lot of people did that.
Yeah, and you know what happened? Next day morning, I lost because it's a we had to pay in US. I lost some money because every year, every day, like it changed,
Yeah,
right? The
correct.
currency.
Exchange rate.
Even though I have to pay like $10 more, I ask her, I'm going to log in and I want to pay back again and I want to start this business because I was just testing, and then I told my daughter, you know what, I'm going to do this because they have everything. It's real. I had to do
Yeah,
is I'm going to learn because I figured it out that the training was so amazing. So I'm going to learn this. No matter what it takes, I'm going to do this. So
yeah,
imagine that's the way I overcome my fear because we always are skeptical. We always hold ourselves, and we
yeah.
have to come out from that zone,
I mean, we have to be careful, especially with so many scams out there. So I can
Right,
understand
true.
when they fear because we also have this fear. Is this a scam?
It's
So
true.
you tested it out. I heard some people test out by paying and then refunding and then paying.
Refunding it, yeah.
For me, I didn't bother. I was just thinking, what will I gain, or what will I lose? Then I
Yeah.
decided, no, it's worth the risk.
Yeah, that's it. Like $200, like in Canadian, it's
Uh,
nothing. Imagine sometimes people just spend to buy one clothes. Like some rich people, they will buy for $200. They buy. I never buy something like that. But just like I say, at least we can try because it's for our personal growth.
correct.
And then now when we see these people, it's like magic world. Like you are going to get it. Like you're going to achieve our goal with this. So there is no way you can see. I'm working like 20 years. I know you are a homestay mom, but I'm going to
I
cut it
was
down.
working before that.
Yeah, you will say like the end. It's
Yeah,
going to we are going to cut it down in few years. Like people are rocking this business. Like as soon
correct.
as this one is start running, it's going
Mm,
to work.
yeah,
So nobody like people don't understand. Like we never give a chance to understand this business.
yeah. Just understand, then decide.
That's it.
Yeah, because everyone in our this business community all went to go through the same thing, all went to attend the workshop to understand. Because with us, we can only explain so much. So there's areas we might not cover this and that. That whole webinar is especially created to make sure it gives the whole picture, and then
Yeah.
you all can see and then decide.
Yeah, and this 149, you get all the details, you get all details about how it works. And
Yeah,
then you can sit and decide, like, what I'm going to do, what I'm going to lose. Because all the business, like, they have investment. I've seen so many traditional business. I used to shop around, like, is it worth it? But when I see during the COVID period, like, all these people went bankrupt during
yeah.
the COVID period. They shut down. And the
Because the
only
online, yeah,
that's it. And only people who are running was online. So that's why, for me, was like online is the way of
the way to
going
go. Yeah,
going forward.
you even though there's so many scams out there, online will never go down. Look,
Oh,
AI is already up.
yeah. And I think that's the new way of doing it, Lian.
Yeah, yeah.
Our business is going to boost. You can see in our community, we started with such a small community, and every year it grows. Every year it grows
It
because,
doesn't even need a year, 1 month, 2 months. You
I
see,
know it grows like the number grows so fast
yeah,
because everybody want to do this and it's so convenient, to do
yeah.
this business.
And it exploded. It exploded, especially during the pandemic, because when
Yeah, I know.
everybody cannot go out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm regretting because I see that lady. She's in our community and she's rocking it. I'm telling you, Lian. She is like she retired and she's younger than even me. Imagine. So
Yeah, a lot of them younger than us, and then they
that's
are
it.
up there.
So you don't want to end up like regretting yourself. Why I didn't start it. Come on, you have to take that step. We are just sharing our journey so that you don't have to pass through the same step.
Yeah, at least go and understand. Then
Mm-hmm.
then decide. Okay,
Decide.
we are
Yeah,
not saying, oh, you listen, you must join. No, because we're so happy with it. We believe so much in it that we
yeah.
want to help others gain what we have benefited. So
That's
that's why we encourage people, just go and listen. Go and listen, and then you decide for yourself.
and you can see Lian is homestay mom.
Yeah.
I'm full-time working mom. I have a super busy life. I'm like working like crazy. Like, my job sometimes I have to work overtime, but I'm still running it because you just need to plug like 2-3 hours, and sometimes I'm during the break time, I'm just like because I can run from my phone. So I
Yeah.
just check if somebody's doing inquiry. It's such an easy way to do it. And you feel like, amazed, like, how this business work because you feel power like wow, I'm running my business while I'm taking my break while I'm eating lunch, like,
Correct.
So you are like anybody can do it. I seen Lian, in our community there are grandparents who are doing it, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's it, and they are rocking this business, you know.
I'm working too, correct.
So it's amazing, you know. It's like everybody inspire us to do it, because if you really want something, then it's possible with
You
this
do something. Yeah.
platform. Yeah. So I'm going to go to the next question now. How you start, how you started and discover this online, like when before you started, like how you end up, like, you know, did you watch a, did you see an ad or?
Actually, it was I actually had this was going to look for work, okay, and then uh, but I wasn't paying full attention. Not saying full attention. I was just slowly working and stuff, seeing what I can do. And then I suddenly one day I heard a death of my classmate. It was very
Okay.
shocking. It's about only in the 40s and passed away, leaving behind her children, her two teenage children, her husband, and even her aging parents.
Okay.
So it's shocking. So usually you always hear people dying, someone nothing not related to you. Then someone is closer. It's like, hey, I've just realized I have not prepared anything for my family, for my children, for my family back in Singapore. My mom has
Mhm.
dementia. She's aging quite badly.
Okay.
So I thought, hey, I better do something. But with even as in it's more urge to do it quickly. But then what happened was it was winter. I fell and had a fracture.
Oh no.
Yeah, and then that was when also I discovered osteopenia. So I actually couldn't go anywhere. I had to lie down in bed. There was when nothing to do. So now people go through Facebook, look at what my friends
That's
are doing.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that was when I saw an ad on
Okay.
this one. Yeah, that was when I saw, because usually I don't really go through Facebook so much, right? I was nothing to do. You're on bed, so I went through. I saw, and then this ad was about another Chinese from
Okay.
Taiwan. Yeah, she was an immigrant who went over to actually she's in Vancouver, and
Okay.
how she started from having been bedridden, debt-ridden, for so many debts and a working marriage, how she started this business, and from there she really skyrocketed. She paid all her debts. She's having financial freedom. She's having time freedom, and even saved her marriage.
Wow.
So it's like, hey, if she could do it, she has debts. Even worse than me, she has debts, and it's
Yeah.
big debts. And her husband was ill. So it's like, if she can do it, then I should be able to do it. So that was when I said, okay, I better do something. Then this could be the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Was how I started. That was when I went and listened to the webinar, and then later on I paid and then listened and we talked to
Yeah.
her. Yeah.
That's really good. Like, you know, for me, Ilian, for me, I was like, I was working full time, you know. So as I say, for me, I was looking second source of income, because I see every single day, like, you know, after pandemic, they even my job is stable, but you know, you cannot say your job is stable. You know,
Nowadays, yeah.
recently they have laid off people who work like 20 years, 30 years in my company, and they got laid off. You
See,
know, they
yeah.
lost their job.
It,
So you know, you go through this uncertainty. When the company doesn't do good, you're just a employee for them, you know,
yeah.
and you're just a figure, and then they will just say,
Correct.
okay, no, sorry, we don't have place, and they just, you just lose your job. But what about your family, like, you know? So
Yeah.
I didn't want to stay with uncertainty like that, like, you know, I
Yeah.
wanted to have an extra source of income so I can jump in by the time I can find something else, you know. And I was like always looking at, if this business works perfectly, then why not, like, you know, I can do run full time, you know, because we see in our community people
Yeah.
start with like part time and they end up doing full time because they're making more money, you know.
Yeah.
And you can have more time, because imagine if you're doing full time, you have all day long, you just have to work like few hours and you rock this business, you know.
Yeah.
So it's that's why I started, like, you know, this business, because I wanted like a second source of income, and I find this is the best way of doing it, because you know, you have nothing to lose, you know. If you're working, it's just few extra dollar, and it's a legitimate business, you can claim it at the end of the year, like, you know. So that's why I say positive, like, you know, you have, there is a lot of learning, and I was open to learning. So
Yeah.
I know that once you know the strategy, you know how this business work, it's going to work, because it's all over the world that we do this business, you know.
Correct. It's just a matter of time, because this is an individual business. It's your own business. It's my own business. So how fast we reach there is all depending on individuals.
Yeah.
How much efforts you make, how much enlightenment you already received. You know, so it's very different. And some
Yeah.
even put more efforts in it. Some even put less. Yeah.
The
So
same
there's
thing
no,
with me.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's whether you want it. And exactly like you say, I mean it's not like our childhood times. Actually, I think I'm much older than you. My childhood time where those people go to work, their work is guaranteed when you're in once you're inside.
Yeah.
Now there's no such thing as guaranteed
No,
work
no,
anymore.
nothing. I
No,
know. Nowhere. Even in my country now, there is no job guarantee or nothing. Like, you have to own your business, but even that you take risk. Like, the risk is there. Risk is
and
everywhere.
risk is everywhere. Risk is
That's it.
everywhere.
That's it.
But
Like,
just that this risk is more dependent on yourself than from outside factor. Of course, there will always be outside factor, but it's more dependent on yourself because you decide how you want to run it.
yeah.
Whereas if it's a company, you are not running a company, you have no say.
I know, and that's it. Like, and I always feel like, I never got like the personal growth, like, and that's why another reason I jump in this business. I find like, wow, like I'm running on my own business, so I feel powerful, and I say I'm going to rock it because once I know how this business is going to work, it's going to work, like, and I can do it because I'm going to decide how to do this business. So that was my first plus point, like, I wanted to have this personal growth.
Okay.
So, okay, so I'm going to go to the next question. So, what, I'm just, sorry.
No problem.
Okay, so here, what are the benefit of this
Oh,
business? I think we
there's
already
so
discussed,
many.
but I know there are so many. Maybe we can
There's so many.
encourage.
We can only say a few because there's simply too many.
I know. Maybe
Because
you can just tell me few of what you think according to you,
no, what I always tell people, I I've gotten more than what I bargained for when I come to this business. Because I came in, okay, I came in for the money. Everybody, of course, do business for money, okay? Of
Mhm.
course. But what I'm getting is much more than that.
Yeah.
I may not have reached my goals yet, but in this process, in this journey while I'm here, I've really gained so much. It's like, I already said I'm a stay-at-home mother. And
Mhm.
I'm becoming a stay-at-home mother for so long. You lose your self-esteem, you lose your self-confidence.
Yeah.
This business brought back my confidence, brought back my esteem. Because, whoops, oh, can you talk for a while? I have to let the dog out, otherwise he's gonna pee inside the house.
No problem. No problem.
Okay, my niece is doing it. When you come in and then your mindset change. I become more jovial because you become more negative as you stay home more, and
Yeah.
then it gives you back all this, and it gives you that community. I didn't realize. Now I know there's a big community. You have a mentor and coach, yeah, the kind of thing. But you never realize that you gain real friends from this community.
Yeah.
That
It's
are,
like
that
a
are,
second
that-
family for you.
yeah, it's like a second family for us, especially for us who
Yeah.
don't have a family, down here with me. It's like having another family, especially if you can meet those within the same area as us. So it's like, and these people are not just business partners. After a while, they become your personal friends. Because there will be some who resonate so much with you, you become
Mhm.
friends, steadfast friends. So you see a lot of those when they have convention. Wow, they meet for the first time. Wow, this is really real friends. Offline become online kind. Online become offline type.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then of course, a lot of this online business, you still have to spend time sitting in a specific time, specific area doing the business. But
Mhm.
our business is so special. It's not just online. A lot of e-commerce also sit in front of the computer and is doing online. But usually you have to sit in a specific place, time, place. It's doing it. For us, it's different. You can do it anywhere, anytime. You
That's
do
true.
it, yeah, but as you do it because of time, decide a lot of time. Oh, yeah, I'm waiting for queuing up. I'll take out my mobile and start doing my business.
Hmm.
So you can do anytime. You decide when, you decide where. You can do it. You do it on bed. You can do it on bed before. Frankly speaking, I've told others I've even done it in the bathroom before. Already, I did good because
No,
I'm
it's
waiting for
true. Like, it's everywhere because we carry phone everywhere. Like,
right.
before I used to carry everywhere and I never realized that now I'm always checking if somebody's inquiring,
Yeah,
I want to answer them right away. And, I think, start thinking about the post error, like, like it's so convenient, like to run this business because it's amazing. You started having a mindset.
yeah, and not only that, said that I'm going to next year go back to Singapore. I've seen some business partners they go on vacation, but they
Mhm.
don't need to worry about this because it's automated. It's running behind them
Yeah.
while they are doing whatever stuff, while they're playing, while they're doing a full time job, whatever. On
Hmm.
top of that, you don't need to neglect your business because you can bring it with you. So while you go and do your business, you go and have your vacation, you can still log in, 1, 2 hours. You don't need to worry because not like any other business. You leave it there and then that's it.
Yeah, and
No,
then you come with the backlog, and you have to start like working more hours, like
correct. So you see, that is so wonderful. So you decide. And for like I said, this business is individualized. So that means you decide what pace you want it. Do you want to go slow? Do you want to go fast? You decide. Do you want to put more time if you have more time, or do you want to put less time? It's
Yeah,
everything up to you to decide. Because it's really your own business, and it's really there's no such thing as, oh, every month you have a
very
quota.
minimal. Yeah. Hmm.
You have quota, you must make sure you must be successful for so many blah 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 blah. There's no such thing.
Yeah. No, no,
You
it's
decide.
true.
Yeah, and there's no hidden cost. There's no hidden cost at all. I tell you, a lot of stuff they always have hidden costs. Don't tell you, but this one has no hidden cost. If you pay so much, it's so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then mass of all, of course, is training. Both of us, we never thought of becoming a business owner. Frank,
No.
never in our mind have I thought I want to be a business owner. Even though my father was one, but I never thought about it because I don't know how to become one.
Yeah.
But here it doesn't matter. Training is provided.
And for me, Lian, I always had this mindset like to become a business owner, you need to go to MBA because I have my brother who lives in Mount Toronto. He is a business owner and he went to do a MBA course and this and that. But that's why I was like, you need an MBA degree, like to run a business. So I don't have that degree, like I'm microbiologist, like and when I learn about this business, anyone can do it. And I saw this webinar, I say, what, I'm going to do it. If they can do it, why not we can do it, like it's amazing, like the way it
Yeah,
is.
because training is provided.
Yeah,
Yeah, because if there's no training provided, there's no one to help us. I will never ever do this because it
it's
was never my in my and I was never my thought to become a business person anyway. So this is totally unexpected. Oh, are you hang? Oh dear. I wonder if I'm live or yeah,
yeah.
I was hanging. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what happened.
It hang.
Anyway, Lian, so I think thank you very much for coming in. We will end this here now.
Yeah,
So I think answer all my questions. It was really inspiring talking with you. So
yeah,
if somebody wants to join our business, they can just go to my webpage and enter your name and even in Lian's, so you can follow Lian also. Enter
yeah.
your name and email address. Reach out to us if you have any questions. Like I know you guys have questions. Take a step and then you can inquire and we can help you to answer all your questions.
Correct.
So thank you, Lian. Have a nice
Okay.
weekend. Thanks for your time,
Okay.
Lian.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.